morning students. Today we are going to discuss biology 4th lesson excretion. So in this lesson already we have discussed about the structure of kidney and how it works and how we eliminate the waste products from our body. We have discussed it. So today we are going to discuss about the other pathways of excretion. That means other than the kidney, the excretion eliminated by other than the kidney, that is the lungs, skin, liver. So they perform their own roles in our body to excrete the waste product. First of all, lungs. So how the lungs eliminate the waste products from our body? Let us see. So lungs eliminate by the respiration, by the process of respiration. Lungs eliminate the excretory product as a carbon dioxide and water from our body by the respiration process. So that means the waste product produced by our body, that is the carbon dioxide. Every cell produces the carbon dioxide by doing their function. So and also excess water will be eliminated by the respiration process. So this and next skin. Skin is it consists of a large number of sweat glands. We know all sweat glands. Our body consists of a large number of sweat glands. These all the sweat glands helpful for the elimination of metabolic waste and also in the form of a sweat. Metabolic waste in the form of a sweat. So what are the metabolic waste? Means the excess salts which are produced in our body. Excess salts which are produced in our body will be eliminated by the skin through the sweat glands. So that in out plenty of water in the form of a sweat and small amount of salts. So these sebaceous glands are also present in the skin. So these glands helpful for to eliminate the sebum. Sebum means it contains waxes, sterols and hydrocarbons and fatty acids. So these hydrocarbons, fatty acids, sterols, waste, waxes, these all will be eliminated by the sebaceous gland. So in the form of a sebum. Here, if there is a low amount of release of sebum causes the dry skin and also the excess amount of release of sebum causes the oily skin. Next, excretory organ is the liver. So it produces the bile pigment. The liver produces the bile pigments. They are the urochrome, biliverdin, bilirubin. So these are the produced by the liver as the bile pigments. So which are metabolic? These bile pigments are the metabolic waste of hemoglobin of dead RBC. Hemoglobin of dead RBC. So whatever the RBC present in our body, so that lifespan is 120 days. After 120 days, they will get died. So that's why it produces the waste as a bile pigments, so that they are destructed in the liver, destroyed in the liver. So these dead RBCs are destroyed in the liver. So urochrome is eliminated through the urine. Urochrome is eliminated through the urine. So urochrome is a bile pigment. It is a bile pigment which is eliminated through the urine, and biliverdin and bilirubin are extracted through the bile. So it is excreted by the bile. So biliverdin and bilirubin are excreted by the bile. So along with the cholesterol, so waste unwanted waste material. Cholesterol is the unwanted fat deposited in the body. So that is also eliminated by the bile, and derivatives of the cholesterol, that is the steroids, hormones, extra drug, vitamins. So if you take a drugs, so that is if you take a 60 mg of drug, that will 20 mg of drug only useful to your body. Remaining is a waste in your body. So that is eliminated by the in the form by the bile. So vitamins, vitamins are the macronutrients. Vitamins are the micronutrients. So these vitamins are vitamins are the micronutrients. So these microvitamins is also required in small quantity. So micronutrients vitamins also, excess vitamins also eliminated by the bile, and alkaline salts also eliminated by the bile. And liver is also involved in the urea formation. So in this liver function, during the functioning of liver, so urea will be formed. So this urea is a waste product for our body. So this is a harmful product for our body. So this is also eliminated through the bile pigments. So next one is the large intestine. Excretion to the large intestine. So excess salts. So this eliminates the excess salts of calcium, magnesium, and iron. So the large intestine eliminates or removes the excess salts from the body like calcium, magnesium, and iron. So these are excreted by the epithelial cells. Epithelial cells, epi means out. Epithelial cells of the colon. Colon means what? It is a large intestine. So epithelial cells of the large intestine for the elimination along with the feces. So it is eliminated along with the feces. So and also the small amount of nitrogenous waste. Small amount of nitrogenous waste will also secreted by the body. So as a waste, so it is also eliminated. It is also eliminated.
Nitro.
So in the remaining small amount of nitrogenous waste. Small amount of nitrogenous waste are eliminated by the saliva and tears. It is also nitrogen waste is eliminated by the saliva and tears. So these are about the excretion other pathways of excretion. We have learned all these in this class. So that is the skin, about elimination through the skin, and lungs and liver and large intestine. Let us go to the other topic, that is excretion in other organisms. Excretion in other organisms. So here name of the phylum organisms. That means the name of the phylum organisms. That means the organisms which comes under this phylum, protozoans. This is the one of the phylum. The organisms which comes under this phylum are the eliminated excretion done by the simple diffusion. Simple diffusion from the body surface into the surrounding water. That means here by the diffusion process, it will be sends out from its body surface, into the water. So next, reptiles, apes, mammals. So these reptiles, apes, mammals will eliminated by the kidney. These reptiles, apes, mammals, which the excretory organs will be eliminated by the kidney. Next, annelids. So these annelids are eliminated by the green glands which is present their body surface, and also the Malpighian tubules. So these are the excretory system for these annelids. Thank you students. This is today's topic.